you. Welcome to the deep dive. So you've been getting your hands dirty with Python, right? Figuring out if else and making stuff react with on-key press and on-key release.
Yeah, that's awesome groundwork is how you start making things interactive.
Totally. But, sometimes you need more. Like, what if you want things to happen only if two things are true? Or if one or other thing happens?
Exactly. Single checks are great, but, well, real interactions are often more complex. Maybe you want a special move only if shift and space are pressed.
Right. Or like an alarm that sounds unless you're holding down the mute key.
Precisely.
No.
So that's our mission for this deep dive. Complex conditionals. We're going to look at how to use and, or, and not in Python.
Okay, cool. We've got some material that breaks this down, and the idea is to see how these tools really level up those event-driven things, especially with the key presses you're already doing.
Let's jump in. Why do we even need more than one condition?
Yeah.
Our source gives a good, simple example. Think about ice cream melting.
Okay.
Well, it probably doesn't just melt because it's summer, right? It needs to be like summer and also sunny.
Ah, okay. Both things. Got it.
That little word "and" is key. It means both conditions have to be met. It lets you be really specific. Avoids things happening when you didn't mean them to.
So in Python, that's literally the keyword "and."
Yep, and.
Yeah.
So one of the big three for complex conditions, and, or, and not.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when you use and, like in the code example we saw, by 200 and y200.
Right, the green circle one?
Yeah. For that whole thing to be true, both x needs to be greater than 200 and y needs to be greater than 200. If even one is false, the whole thing is false.
And visually that makes sense. If by 200 is the right half of the screen and y200 is the bottom half, then needing both true means you can only be in one place.
Exactly. The bottom right corner. That's the only spot where both conditions hold.
So tying that back to keys, maybe you need, I don't know, subrel and s pressed together to save something.
Perfect example. That and is how you check for that specific combination. Super useful.
Okay, so and is for both must be true. What about the opposite? Like either this, or that is enough.
Good question. That's where or comes in. When you use or, the whole condition is true if at least one of the parts is true.
At least one. So it could be the first one or the second one.
Also, yep.
Or both.
Or both, exactly. Python's or is inclusive. Think of it as handling different related inputs, maybe. Makes things more flexible.
Okay. The other example code showed by 200 or y200. Where did the green circles pop up then?
Well, think about it. Anywhere x is greater than 200, the right side works.
Okay.
And anywhere y is greater than 200, the bottom works.
Right.
So you get green circles in the bottom left, because y200, the top right, because it's by 200, and the bottom right, because those are true.
I see. It covers more ground. It's like the source said. It's not like choosing tea or coffee where you pick one. Python's or is happy if you have tea, coffee, or both.
Exactly that. It's an important distinction. The source even had a little quiz. What if you did by 200 or y200?
Y200 would be the top half.
Right. So you need to be in the right half by 200 or the top half, y200. Where does that overlap or apply? Well, the whole right side works and the whole top half works. But the source points out the example result was just the top right. Actually, let me reread that. No, you're right. The example says top right, bottom right, and top left. My mistake. But the question asks where circles appear if it's by 200.
Or 5200.
Okay, so right half or top half, that covers the top right, bottom right, and top left quadrants.
Yes, you got it. Sorry for the confusion there. The key is any area where at least one condition is true gets included with or.
Got it. So for keys, maybe you want something to happen if the user hits enter or space, or lets you do that easily.
Precisely. Okay, one more. Not. This one's a bit different.
Yeah, not just flips things, right? Like the opposite.
Exactly. Not reverses the truth value. If something was true, not makes it false. If it was false, not makes it true. Simple as that. Like saying not raining is true. Well, when it's not raining. Okay. And the example was not, I've 200 and signed y200. We already know the inside part, the my 200 and y200 is only true in the bottom right.
Right.
So if we slap a not on that,
it becomes false only the bottom right and true everywhere else.
Ah, so the green circles appear everywhere except the bottom right. It's like saying anywhere but here.
Exactly. Not is great for those exclusion cases or defining where something shouldn't happen. Very handy for edge cases.
And there was that checkpoint question, too. Which one isn't the same as x5? The answer was by 5 and equals 5.
Yeah, think about that one. Can a number be bigger than 5 and at the same time be equal to 5?
No, that's impossible.
Right. So by 5 and x5 can never, ever be true. But X means greater than OR equal to 5, which is fine. And not by 5 also works, because if X is not less than 5, it must be 5 or more.
Okay, that makes sense. So with keys, you could use not for. Maybe an animation plays continuously unless the P key for a pause is pressed. If not, is key pressed play animation.
Perfect use case. Defining actions based on the absence of something.
Cool. So quick recap. NM means everything must be true.
Yep.
Or means at least one thing must be true.
Correct.
And not just flips true to false or false to true.
You got it. 3 powerful tools to add to your Python toolkit.
And you can start mixing these with your if-else logic and the key press events on key press on key release. It lets you build much smarter reactions, right? Like needing specific key combos or doing stuff only when a key isn't down.
Absolutely. It opens up way more interesting possibilities for interaction in your projects. Way beyond just single key presses.
So here's something to think about for you listening. Now that you've got and, or, and not, what's one small specific interaction you could add to a program using these with key presses?
Yeah, maybe it's a 2-key combination for a special jump. Or maybe holding shift makes your character draw something different. Or maybe something only happens if you're not pressing any arrow keys.
Good ideas. Just try experimenting. See what cool behaviors you can create now with these more complex conditions.